Hello. Oh, Jesus. God damn. Hey, Kevin. How you doing, man? Hello, everybody. Shit. That was way too fast. What the hell? Alright, but yeah, welcome back, everybody. Oh, God. Yeah, welcome back to Voices of the Void. Oh, it's me, the guy. It's Lucky. How are y'all doing? I'm doing pretty okay. It's really fucking hot. And that puts me in a really bad mood. But now I get to game with the AC on for a little bit until I start getting cold. But that is not important because today I have something to show you all. And the thing is that what I'm going to show you is really stupid, and it also requires that I buy a frame. Paint. Did I accidentally activate the snow? Okay. Wait. This. I need to buy this. And that should be it. You will all be amazed by what I found. Just scouring the internet. As you do. Well, I guess saying that I found it scouring the internet is kind of a lie. I guess I was kind of shown it? Technically? I was shown the place where the thing that I found was. And then I inevitably found the thing. But worry not, you will be amazed the moment I show you. I assure you, you will be flabbergasted beyond belief. Anyways, the radar has been sparking up. Right. So last time we had the Yorba event. The pillar dropped down and then we got killed by a Yorb. In case you don't know, it's a yellow orb. It's just a glowing yellow orb. I'm pretty sure they're called wisps or something, but I'm not gonna call them that. That's too long of a name. That's 5 letters long in plural, so that's like 1 letter too many. Yorb does nicely. And before you say wisp and yorb are the same length, you might be right, but that doesn't mean you're correct. Can you just, like, there we go. So, wait, first I need to get the image into the folder. So, copy this. And now I need to find the folder. I'll attend to your bullshit later. Thing. Radar. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word radar. Now I just gotta do a little quick hole little... Not that. Quick hole little refresh of all assets. Yes. It's Barv Boy! This is amazing. This is actually real. And it was conceived at least 20 years ago. You might know it, you might not. I'd be amazed if you do. But holy shit. That's pretty great. I'm gonna take it down because I actually don't know who drew that. And I don't know if it's subject to copyright laws, so I'm just gonna keep it down until I don't know, until I want to look at it again. Anyways, Barv Boy. Barv Boy, dude. It's amazing. It is a legitimate... Well, not about as legitimate as a bootleg can be, but it is a legitimate NES game. It is not made by Hudson Soft. The game that, you know, it ripped off is made by Hudson Soft. Which I don't think exists anymore, but... Anyways, Barf Boy. That was Jackie Chan Pikachu. Jackie Chu. That is so terrible. I love it. It is, like, actually so rancid. I just can't help but love it. I love shit like that, dude. I love bootleg shit that just looks so bad and plays like ass. Because it's just so much fun to laugh at how bad something is sometimes. You know, for all intents and purposes, I haven't played the game, so I actually don't know whether the game is good or not. Or was good at the time. All I know is that that is the greatest cover art I've seen in a while. In the, like, the most ironic sense, because if you take a quick look at it, this shit is ass. And that's why it's so good. That's a pretty good usage of 15 credits, I think. Now let's start doing my job. So, I mean, going back talking about the thing, I actually looked into it a little bit, because, I mean, with something that amazing, I just have to look into it. It is mandatory that I know, like, what that game is. What could it have possibly been based on? And, as I mentioned before, it was originally, the non-bootleg version of the game, was originally a Jackie Chan game. I think it was like a side-scroller beat-em-up or something. I'm not entirely sure. And the ROM hack, called Barv Boy, ROM hack, bootleg, whatever you want to call it, it literally just replaces the head sprite for the the player character to be Pikachu. Now, who wanted that? I don't know. Like, why was that creature conceived? I am just about as in the dark as anyone else could be. But golly, if it isn't amazing. Like, holy... What is this? What? Why do I have this? What have I done? Why do I have trash in my inventory? What? Oh, right, because I was trying to make more coolers. Is that right? I think that's what I was trying to do. Why do I have this on me? So might as well finish all the brownies. Alright. But yeah. Side-scroller beat-em-up where you play as Jackie Chan Pikachu. It is absolutely peak. Oh. Oh my. Haven't we seen this signal already? I feel like we have. Might as well save it, because it seems important. It's denied. Who? The sequel. Where you ask again and they say no, but in a more passive, a slightly less passive-aggressive tone. Because you're being rude by asking again, after they said no. Like 50 times. I mean, I don't know. Seems a little bit rude to me. Also, holy, I'm gonna have to move that thing elsewhere because it makes so much noise. You leave. I'm moving you. I really hope that there's outlets in the, or plug things in the, why? I really hope there's electrical sockets in the garage, because if there isn't, then we're gonna have a bad time. Would you, like... Why are you not moving? Move, motherfucker, please. Alright. Please? Okay, this thing is really bad at getting past the slopes. Like, slight changes in elevation are this thing's worst enemy. And by extension, mine. Okay, we just gotta put it, like, right... Well... I should really get a broom, huh? I guess this does. This is good enough. A piece of wood. Alright, beautiful. Now it works, and I don't have to deal with the incessant crying of the fans. I only have to deal with... Okay, so we're gonna be doing all the satellite shit, huh? We're doing all this creepy stuff. I remember it being distinctly creepy at some point, because it did something bad. Well, this should just be the same. Now it's just level 3, so I can sell it. I'm gonna need to order more drive boxes. Which is not good. It is not good at all. I'll see what you got. Well, that sounds painful. And then it got accepted. Alright. Congrats on whatever this machine was doing. It got accepted. I mean, it's probably bad for me now that I think about it. Probably don't want whatever that thing is to be accepted. But oh well. So it goes. Turns out if you're persistent enough, you can do pretty much anything. Including hacking into whatever this fucking is. The database of the thing? I don't really know what they're doing. Also, is my poop still in this bucket? What the fuck am I gonna do with this poop? I really don't know. Why do I have poop? Why did I decide that, like, it was a good idea to shit in a bucket and just leave it there? I guess that'll just be how it be. Is there like a piece of paper that I can use? No, I can't use the brown ones. The brown papers are unusable. I could use this. Here. Oh. It looks like we're done with all the satellite events for now. Unless, you know, we get a creepy stalker taking pictures of my base at some point. Which probably won't happen. I guess I'll put this up. Like, what are the chances that it actually brings me trouble? Not zero, but, I mean, that's just really funny to look at. Oh, hey! Hey, person! How you doing? My background noise for now. Alright, that's wonderful. Also, enjoy this if you happen to look at the stream for like a second. This is great. I love it. I love Barf Boy. The very real NES bootleg game from, I don't know, probably before the 2000s. Oh, that's, yeah, yep! That's Jackie Chu, baby! I came across this, and I became very interested. Anyways, get the fuck out of my face. Alright. I don't want to don't look at it for too long. Your mind gets corrupted. It's like looking at eldritch beings for too long. Your mind gets lost in the sauce. Essentially. Oh yeah, wait, we already heard this. This shouldn't really change with processing level. Also, what the fuck? What's going on out there? Probably Yorbs. I literally talked about this, like, not even 20 minutes ago. It's probably awful, awful creatures that want my head and also all my limbs to be detached from my body. But I just simply won't let them. It's that easy. Just don't let them. Oh yeah, wait, why do I have a GP? What? I guess I didn't put it in. Very interesting. Could have sworn I did, but... no, well. Or maybe they gifted me a GPU because I've been a good boy. Probably not. My guess is I just forgot it outside. After the X-Acto knife conversation from yesterday, I don't know, I've been, like, obsessed with trying to see if, like, anyone else in my, like, friend group or family knows about the X-Acto knife. Because it's like... It's like a... I feel like someone has to know, right? Turns out not a single person I know, not in my job, not in my family, no one knows about the X-Acto knife. It is just a thing that doesn't exist here. We just use box cutters. And I don't know why. It's... At the same time, I kind of knew, because, like, if you already have box cutters, you don't really need another precision knife. Or maybe you do. You know, maybe it's just that I don't know enough artists. Because an artist would probably know about it. Because, you know, an artist, especially one that works with, like, real-life materials, like paper and paint and such, they would probably know about such a tool. But I guess I just don't know any of those. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen it being sold around. I did recognize it, because I feel like I've seen it before. Something entered my home. I'm sure it's fine, though. Most likely just, you know... Probably microfoos, if I'm perfectly honest. That or a killer mannequin that's about to snap my neck the moment I wake up. Guess we'll find out in a second. It was the boy. Or girl. Never really established that. Or I think we did at some point, but I forgot. Oh my. Look at you. Wonderful. Probably nothing, from what I can hear. It might be a little bit fucked up that I've become able to recognize when signals are something, or when it's something, or when it's, like, pretty much nothing. Maybe I played this game too much. Or maybe I haven't played this game enough to see all the other cool signals. You know, could be anything. You never really know. So why's this guy not following me? Corvus! You get stuck on a table. How did you get stuck on a table? You're pretty much the epitome of technology. You have proven to have a will, and do not follow the laws of robotics because you can stab me to death. So how do you get stuck on a table? Yeah, well. Now that I think about it, what bootleg games do I know? I don't know that many. I do love, like, the idea of bootleg games. Not really in the sense that, you know, it's actually just stealing work and then plastering it with either faulty code or faulty graphics. That's the part that is kind of bad. But for the ones that do exist, man, I just love how bad they are. And to my surprise, I don't actually think I know that many. I guess when I was younger, we used to have... Well, I was more of a PlayStation kid. If I wanted to play Nintendo games, I would have to go to, like, friends' houses. Because some of my friends did have, Nintendo systems. But in my house, we only have PlayStation games. Now, I don't know if you could consider it a bootleg, but I remember very specifically we had multiple copies of GTA San Andreas that were, like, modded. And I remember very distinctly one version where you could just straight up turn into Vegeta from DBZ and just actually kill everything. Now, I don't know why I remember that version specifically, but I found it really cool, and I thought it was just like a legitimate version of the game. When I found out that you can't actually do that in, you know, in vanilla GTA, I was heartbroken. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that Vegeta was not real in GTA San Andreas for the PS2. My innocent heart vanquished into the abyss. Well, not so innocent because I was playing GTA. That is just an inherently very violent game. Fun one, though. It is fun to mess around in GTA games, I guess, but only for like a little bit. I feel like my main issue with GTA games is that, well, like once you've done like a bunch of stuff, you're kind of like done. Of course, there's also the story mode, which is actually the main appeal of the game. Of course. I only found that out in, you know, probably like a few years ago, though. When I actually played GTA 5 on my... I think I had it on the PS3. And then I played it, and I finished it, and it was like, oh yeah, that's good storytelling. Forget I'm watching something since your voice is the same frequency as your brain, but then you hear the beep, 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 and it makes you come back to reality. Damn. Yeah, it's this fucking radar that keeps beeping because something keeps phasing in and out of reality, and it's making it freak out. It kind of works like an alarm, I guess, which is actually just what it is. It's not that it works like an alarm, it is an alarm. It's alarming me of something that doesn't exist. Well, it does exist, but I mean, I don't care enough to go and find it. I wish. I mean, I'm just gonna turn it off. Fuck it. You're off now. I'm done with you. Will I regret that? Probably. But who cares, right? What am I gonna do? Die? Because I turned off my alarm? Don't say yes. There we go. But yeah, I guess I only recently learned, or like recently, like like what, 4, 5 years ago, I learned to appreciate, you know, the story in certain games that I didn't really appreciate it before. I guess it kind of happened like that with Undertale too. I still have yet to play Deltarune. I really gotta at some point, because isn't like Chapter 3 coming out soon, or didn't it come out? I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't been keeping up. All I know is that at some point in the near past, maybe not so near. What? Um. Don't panic. We don't know what's happening currently. Everything just went pitch black. Keep doing what you're doing. It seems fine for now. We will inform you in case something goes wrong. The sun just turned off. Okay, cool. Probably should lock my doors. Should most likely lock my doors. Just in case, you know, something gets in. So I'm just gonna do that. All my doors are locked. Nothing can get in. Or at least most things can't. And it's done. Keep going. Seems like everything went back to normal. Very weird. Get back to work, Dr. Kell. Man, fuck you guys. Sorry. Who the fuck? Okay, so someone just decided to turn off the sun for like 10 seconds. And just said, well, sorry. My B. Won't do it again. Jesus. What was I even talking about? I don't even remember. Well, you're interesting. Or at least you seemed interesting for a second, but I don't think you mean anything. I'll leave you for now. Don't need to save any unnecessary... Oh god, I'm dying. I'm dying, dude. Yet again. Have I ever stopped dying? I don't think I have. I don't think I've stopped dying at any point. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, I was talking about stories in games and how I only learned to appreciate them quite recently. I guess a part of it might have been like the language barrier a little bit. Because I do realize that although I know English kind of well, because I've studied it from a very young age. I only really like started really understanding English like 5 years ago. I've known it for a lot longer. And I mean, I've been consuming content from English creators for a very long time, but I only really like started listening and understanding a little bit ago. Which is kind of wild, because now I would like rewatch something that I watched like maybe 5 or like 10 years ago, And I'm like, oh, so this is what this means, and this is what this is. It's just crazy how my mind didn't register something that kind of seemed very simple, or seems very simple now. What the? Oh. I forgot I left that menu open. Do not believe anything, they kill you. What? I haven't seen this before. This seems to be some sort of hidey hole. Probably meant to, like, keep supplies here. In case something goes wrong. This probably is the safest spot in the entire park. Oh. Why do I hear something in the distance? Nothing is going on, but... Oh, I forgot to... Right, I locked all my doors. I should probably unlock them. You know, seeing how I'm not under a current threat. Oh, we're making so much money, and for essentially free. It's great. I might need to make more coolers so I can up my efficiency. So I'm going to need to buy a lot more accumulator batteries, and also I'm going to have to get a lot more electronics. For now, let's actually go pick up some electronics. Or, wait, no, didn't I pick up a bunch? I feel like I did. Oh yeah, I did, in past tense. I should go get more. So let's head on over to... the second transformer. I've somehow gotten my car stuck without even leaving the place. What do you mean you got hurt? Bro, how did you lose that much health? Okay, I gotta be careful when driving, dude. There's just no way. And fuel, do I have any? I don't, do I? I don't. Well, I'm sure I do somewhere, but not here. Well, time to go. I did not see that fence. It's fine, don't worry about it. No damage was sustained. We're going this way this time. So I think we already went to the transformer on the other side, on the left. Let's go to this one. I should probably also mark it on my compass, but eh. Who needs a compass when you have the power of being stupid and bad at driving? Thankfully, this thing won't break. Way too durable. Somehow more durable than my car. Oh, hey. I'm surprised the neighbors haven't left. They usually leave by the time the Yorbs come. Mainly because they're afraid of the Yorbs. box with a single use left. And this is gonna be all metal, isn't it? Oh no. That is just actually quite tragic. I need electronics. No. Oh wait, that's fuel. That's 5% fuel. That's 100% fuel. Oh boy. Oh no. I almost did something very catastrophic. Thankfully, everything is a-okay. Oof. Now my car is in tip-top shape. This is all paper trash. This should all be plastic trash. I don't even know what electronic trash looks like, so I wouldn't be able to tell. Where it is. All I know is that I want as much of it as I can. As I can have. I wonder, can I deconstruct these things into electronic trash? Maybe. Don't have enough space to store it, though. So perhaps not. Maybe one day. Surely I can turn these into electronics, right? I'm really just hoping. Can't really break it. Let's see. That's as good as it gets. Still not enough space. Oh well. Let's go to the other Transformers. I guess let's visit the neighbors for a little bit. They should have left. So it's a bit surprising that they, haven't. How did I even... well... I guess it's fine. Nothing hidden in the campfire. My guess is there won't be anything new here. Or maybe there is? The lamp is not here. Ain't no way they actually... okay, no, it's right there. But I was about to say, there's just no way they actually took the lamp. That would be very dumb, and also very funny. Let's go. We have other... what? If I save there or no? Or I guess I'm not allowed to save while on the car. That would make sense. So I'm not quite grounded at the moment. Ow. Just don't worry about it. Everything's fine. health damage, though. That's a nice way to save fuel. Now, there is one transformer yet to see. Should be the one. So we've seen the one near Romeo. We've seen the one just now. So I guess we're missing the one that's in the woods. Don't quite have the path to it memorized, so I really should have just, you know, typed in the simple command in one of the computers, but I don't need to do that when the thing is right here. Why would I need guidance when I'm already at my destination? Ain't that just wonderful? There is also the possibility that we've already been here, and I'm double-checking something that I don't need to double-check. Which I'm pretty sure might be the case here. Most definitely is the case here. Now, there is one thing I can do, which is take all this metal, because I still need metal. Not enough space. I see. This power block is heavier than I anticipated. Beautiful. Just collecting materials that I will probably need in the future. Well, I will actually most certainly need them because a lot of things require metal, surprisingly enough. So it's not a bad idea to have a lot of it at the ready. I hope I don't run out of space on the item box. That would be catastrophic. But I shouldn't, because item boxes are fairly big. The item box is actually full. Well, that is just catastrophic. Oh no. And the worst part is, so we didn't get a single thing that I actually needed, which is electronic trash. Oh, man. At least I reset the transformer. So now we know for sure that we won't run out of power anytime soon. Oh. Hey, how about you fucking get unstuck? Goddamn, I hate this item box. I wish there was just like a car with a storage unit. Imagine if you could give a storage unit to your car. Also call the trunk. But I guess this isn't really a car, so, you know, I can't say. Argonwell still fucking stuck in the floor. Love it. fucking wrecking ball that is this item box, dude. Not enough space. Oh boy. Beautiful. Wonder, can I turn these into electronic? Gosh. No. No, it appears I cannot. You know, I really was hoping. But alas, sometimes hopes are not enough. There's gotta be something I can do with this, though. There's no, it's just useless, right? That's a lot of metal. Good, because I do need a lot of metal. I don't know where I'm gonna get electronics, though. Wonderful. Actually, does the recycling book have some idea? Where's the recycling book? Oh man. Where did I leave it? Did I throw it away? I very well might have. It could also be underneath the piles of trash. That's not it. It being underneath the piles of trash is also incredibly annoying. There's just so much. It's gotta be somewhere. There's no way I threw it away, right? I wouldn't have thrown it away. Okay, this. Wait, no, but this is useless. Even if heard that. I knew it. You motherfucker. I'm gonna stab you. And by stab you, I mean I'm gonna shave the wood off of you. Really slowly. I mean, that's a lot of metal scrap, but I really do need the electronic a lot more. It's a shame I can't use confirmed parts as a replacement. There's gotta be some way to, like... Oh, hey, Bread Lad, how you doing? How's it going? I'm in the process of making... some sort of big contraption that will make money for me. The only issue I'm having is I need a lot of electronic scrap to raise the efficiency. So I'm trying to figure it out. What do we got? The signal is big fat nothing, and it also broke the visualizer. Just a long, windy fart. Not really my idea of a good space discovery, but you know, to each their own. There must be something I can buy to turn into electronic trash, right? What if electronic scrap? Can I buy like a cooling unit now that I've made one? No, I can't. I can't really. There's gotta be something, right? Can I turn a camera into electronic scrap? I could also look it up. That isn't an option, I guess. But I mean, come on. I don't want to look it up. I want to figure it out. So I guess I'm going to have to buy a bunch of shit and figure out what can be turned into electronic scrap. Thinking about it logically, anything electronic should be able to be turned into electronic scrap. So what if I grab like a bunch of drives? And just put them in there. Alright, that kind of works. So I can turn 4 drives into 1 electronic scrap. That's good to know. I do need to buy some drive boxes. And I'll spend the rest of this order storage and drives. So a drive rack? Oh, that's interesting. Finish working on everything. I can watch with full attention now. Okay. We've found out a way to get electronic scrap. Drives can be used. So now, watch as from the pile of trash descends something. A cooling unit. What? Something exploded. Probably at the site of my success. I now have 3 cooling units on this thing. Beautiful. It's working at 55% efficiency. Awesome. Now I just need to do that like 6 more times. Or 3 more times, probably. Probably also buy a lot of drives. Probably too many. Most likely way more than I'll ever need. Oh, but you know. Should be able to do with like... with a good amount. One, two, 3, not that one. I forgot I also need accumulator batteries. This certainly does put a damper on the plan. It really does put a bit of a damper on the plan. Because accumulator batteries are hella expensive. Like, holy, they are very expensive. But it's okay. I simply have to make money with my actual job. Until I can make enough money with this little side project to not have to worry about my job ever again, except when I want to. Kind of like real life. Well, that was a bassy sound, but it didn't really do anything. Let's see. We should be able to do one more signal and then send it with the hash codes, and that should bring us a nice, good bounty of money. What day is it? It's Saturday? So tomorrow, in about 3 in-game hours, we should get a good old nice weekly bonus as well. In which case, we might be able to make at least 2 more or 3 more cooling units. And I gotta do it fast because I'm running out of stamina. Let's do it again. Not enough. Thank God file cabinets have like infinite, basically infinite storage. Like goddamn 1400 is a lot. Holy. Alright. Yeah, we still need some accumulator batteries. For which... Okay. There we go. You come over, please. What you got to say? a bunch of space cars racing. And a face of some sort. Could also be like a guy. So the point of this game to win, not die, or make the most money possible. The point of this game is to not die. And find cool stuff in space. As long as you don't die, you're winning. And dying is deceptively not hard. Not exactly easy, either. But it's not as hard as it may seem. And, you know, I'm just making a lot of money because making money is nice. It allows me to do a lot of things. Which is why I have this little, like, fucking Bitcoin miner mainframe here, or whatever. Just like in real life. Yeah! You got it. It's basically, do my job, don't die, make money. And every now and then, the cool cat aliens will bring me stuff, or, you know, also kick me in the shins and make me fall on my face. As well as other aliens doing stuff. I hear a bassy sound in the distance. Oh, that's why. Well, I probably should lock my door. So as you just saw, we are currently in a part of the game where the knights are being invaded by yorbs. Yorbs is what I call them for short, but they're technically yellow wisps. Oh boy. They're very close by. Whenever they're nearby, I can't sleep. Oh man, am I actually not gonna make it? I think I might not make it for the daily task. What even is your job? Like, collect space junk wouldn't actually give you money. I don't care. No one is buying your space trash, or, you know? That is a fair point. So my job is actually to just be here. My job is actually just being here. Because no one wants to be here. I got moved in. I'm a scientist. This is like going into the game lore. I'm a scientist. I got moved here because no one else wants to be here. Because this place is severely haunted by paranormal and alien things. Your job is be a human on Earth. Yes. And also collect signals from space. That is truly my job. Be a human on Earth. On the most stigmatized property on Earth. Because this place is full of fucking ghosts, it's full of weird creatures, it's full of this thing. You know? It's a pretty good time all around. And what I do while I'm here, no one really cares. I just kind of have mostly freedom. Researching the Spooky Land, yes. Can't believe we're seeing real Area 51 footage. Yeah! You could say that. This could really be Area 51. And everyone else who's come here has died in some strange way or gone missing. That is also another fact. Or at least, as far as I know, no one who has been here has made it out alive, judging by the notes that you can find around the place. Everyone either went crazy or died to one of the creatures in here, and or places, and or supernatural occurrences. Also, someone keeps stealing the meat from my fucking freezer. Why? So how long have you been here? So far, in this playthrough? Around 26 days, I think, or 27? I'd have to check the clock. That tells me how many days I've been here. And throughout the game, as we're currently in story mode, throughout the game, throughout the days, there will be occurrences that are scripted. You will have scripted events where stuff happens, and it's supposed to. And that there's random events that can happen at any day, at any time. Some have like a threshold of days that they can happen. We've been here for 28 days. 4 weeks. We've been here for a month. Now let me just... Beautiful. How much money have you made? 42 bucks. Beautiful. Now we'll make my magnum opie. That's the plural for opus, right? Wouldn't know. It's not really an English word, so probably not. How long do playthroughs normally last? A lot of hours. You can also alter how long, like, in-game days last. Mango opiums. True. That's probably closer. A lot of hours. Like a lot of hours. I've been streaming this game for a while now. And of course, like every time it gets updated, I choose to reset the days. Alright, it is now working at 85% efficiency. If we put in one more cooler, we'll be working at 100% efficiency. Which means I need two more accumulator batteries. And I mean, I could go out there and explore more stuff. Right now I'm busy making my money empire, so I don't have to worry about money ever again. You can also buy food. There is a lot of food. Butter churn? Well, that's a new item. Now we can make butter, apparently. And yeah, recently they added the ability to cook. So I think we can cook cookies if we wanted to. We can also buy tools. We can't really buy weapons. We have bullets. I just have yet to find an actual gun. Oh, okay. So this is bake a cake, butter, milk, and sugar. We could do that. That is a thing we could do. We could try. We could make a cake. I do need more money though. So I don't think I can just buy butter straight up. Yeah, no. I'm gonna need to save up money. God damn, sugar's expensive. Holy That's crazy. Might also need flour, I don't know. Perhaps, perhaps not. We might also need eggs, and I still don't know where to get eggs. French. The bug. Bug. Yeah. Aliens love the white powder. Sag. Yeah. They must. They do get really hyperactive after consuming the white powder. This is why the populace must not know. Aliens love the sour white powder that goes on, I don't know, what's like a sour candy. Sour Patch Kids? Is that sour candy? We don't really have Sour Patch Kids, we just have like... The closest thing would be Nerds. And even then, we just have like Bulldog, which is a company from my country. Bulldog, like candy that has sour powder. Sour Skittles also work. True. I always forget that Sour Skittles exist, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like Sour Skittles. I like regular Skittles. Although no, I don't dislike Sour Skittles. I just feel like there's a lot of bad flavors in Sour Skittles. Like, there's some good ones, but there are a lot of bad ones. Which kind of outweighs my liking for that type of Skittle. For regular Skittles only have like one bad flavor, I guess, which is lemon. I don't like lemon flavored Skittles. They taste like soap. Or at least they remind me of soap. Then again, I haven't had Skittles in like a few years, so I wouldn't know. Severely hate anything grape flavored, but you love grapes so much. I get that. I get that a lot. Oh, that isn't real. Okay. Well, I do get that. I hate grape flavored drinks. You want to know why? Because all the grape flavored drinks I've had are so insufferably sweet. They are like excessively sweet. For God knows what reason. They just make them like unbearably sweet. It is a mystery to me why they make them taste, and it doesn't even taste like grapes. It doesn't even taste like grapes. It just tastes like random bullshit number 1 or number 4 or like Tutti Frutti knockoff number 55, you know? It's like not good. But I do love grapes. I heckin' love grapes. I love chowing on grapes. Because they're good. I also like raisins. Because raisins, I feel like, taste very different. It is a different kind of flavor from a grape. And I feel like raisins on cookies aren't bad. It just has to be the right type of cookie. Not every cookie can have raisins. It has to have, like, that special, like, grainy texture that cookies with raisins should have. But yeah, I don't know why everyone makes grape drinks so bad. Well, I guess I have tried at least one good grape drink. But grape sodas, I feel like, yeah, I agree with you mostly on that. Grape sodas are bad. Can't stand the texture of raisins, but they taste okay. I guess I can understand that. Although I guess maybe that must be because I grew up eating cookies with raisins a lot. So I just kind of developed a taste for them. I remember I didn't like them at first, but then it just kind of grew on me because it was the only type of cookie that we had. Then I discovered chocolate chip, and I said, holy shit, this thing is amazing. And I think that's one gripe I have with chocolate chip cookies. Every single, like, store-bought chocolate chip cookies, the cookie's too sweet. I feel like the cookies for every, like, chocolate chip cookie I've had is too sweet. I feel like maybe, what's, like, a good cookie with chocolate chips? I guess, like, Chips Ahoy? That's what you call them in English, right? We have a different name for Chips Ahoy here, but I think it is Chips Ahoy. I feel like those are okay because the cookie isn't too sweet. But things like just regular vanilla chocolate chip cookies, most of them make the cookie really sweet, which kind of like it kind of like deletes the point of the cookie having chocolate chips. Just give me the cookie by itself. The chocolate is nice, but I feel like either the chocolate or the cookie have to be less sweet in order to balance it out. Which is why, like, homemade cookies are generally better, because you usually use, like, less bitter chocolate to make the chips. Or, like, no, like, yeah, kind of bitter chocolate to use to make the chips. Like, you usually use, like, 70% or some shit like that. So the cookies end up tasting great, because the chocolate is just the right amount of sweet, the right amount of bitter, and it, like, balances out the sweetness of the cookie. So I just, like, I can enjoy a good store-bought chocolate chip cookie. I'm not gonna say that they're unedible or inedible. But they just make them too sweet, dude. And I like my sweets. I consider myself to have a sweet tooth. I do love me my sweets. Which is why it makes me sad. How dare they? God damn it, this thing. Oh boy. I'm just gonna leave it there, and every time I look at it, I'm just gonna laugh. It's gonna be great. And I'm just gonna not look at it ever. That's gonna be the goal. And look at it the least possible. I just kind of... like, come on, man. Like... whoever made this... like, they had to have, at some point, like, thought to themselves, is this really a good idea? Is this really the thing that I want to be working on? Just this game, but with a Pikachu head on Jackie Chan. Like, that is... I think I could pull up a screenshot of the game if I find the page. Shit. Where was it? Okay, it's here. I got it. Luckily, I looked at it quite recently. So what's crazy is... okay, so no, wait. It's not just Jackie Chan's face that got replaced. It's every character... is it just, like, the main heroine as well? Boy, my computer just crashed trying to download that image. Oh no. Anyways, surely nothing will go wrong. Let's just put this image right here. and I hope that it works. Bam. So what you're seeing here is the okay, let me move let's take a look at the beautiful cover art of Barv Boy. This is wonderful. Great. Now, the only complaint I have is that in the game, Barv Boy is not shirtless. So the cover art is false advertising. So I'm gonna have to sue Barv Boy for inaccurately advertising their game. The Barv Boy is not shirtless in the game. They should fix this, or I will sue the people who are probably dead. I mean, it's most likely. Well, no, you know what? You know what? No. They're probably living wonderful lives after making a lot of money from making bootleg games. That is my headcanon. They're living wonderful lives. And probably not dead. And if they are dead, it's probably from old age. Oh. Well, this guy had things to say. Not a lot, mind you, and it didn't really mean anything, so didn't really have much to say after all. Right. Alright, wait. Hold on. So, what do I need for... God damn, shut the fuck up. I wish I could shut this thing up somehow, but I don't have like a cone of silence that I can put over this thing. Sometimes I wish I could. Wouldn't it be nice? They're either in jail or in a retirement home, and I can't pick. You know, that is most likely correct. Whoever made Barv Boy is probably in jail or retirement home, or just at home. Just at home. Their wife left them, or husband left them. Their kids don't visit anymore. And they're just having a grand old time with the debt that they incurred while making the greatest game known to man. Oh boy. There we go. He's diving. Retired in their homeless spot. You know, they're sitting by the street on their little box, asking for a penny, and then a stranger comes in, and out of the kindness of their heart, they kicked them in the face, and they say, "This is Nintendo, bitch. You should not have made a bootleg of that one game 25 years ago." Probably 25 years ago. Don't even know when they could have possibly made this game. Why is... Oh, the potato's rotten. Right? Is it? Oh no, this potato's rotten. Oh hey! Holy shit! Hey, yo! What in the... Oh my god! Uh, wait, what? Holy. Oh my god, thanks so much for the 5 gifted subs, Nitro. Holy. That's insane. Oh my. Thanks a bunch. Really? A golden Kappa train? What is that? That's pretty crazy. How you doing, Nitro? Are you doing better? I was a little bit worried last time because you said you were feeling like shit. But how's it hanging? I thought you know what it was, that's why I didn't ask. A golden Kappa train. So, wait, what is this? Oh, I guess if you contribute to the train, you get an emote? Well... I mean, if you want the golden Kappa emote, you can... I'm not... Well... If you sub right now, if you spend your money in any way, you can get a golden Kappa. What is the golden Kappa? I'm unsure. It's probably an emote. Judging by the looks of it, hold on, I'm reading. Alright. Oh. Wait, you also unlock a bunch of... Oh, you're unlocking a bunch of the global emotes. Interesting. Anyways, thanks, Nitro. That's awesome of you. Wow. Well. Oh my. And as we were just talking about, the people who made this game probably... oh man. Well... oh boy. That is... that's pretty great. Oh yeah. I should probably look for more of those tiles, huh? Demand you read the following text. So sorry for missing so many streams. Got distracted by work and more recently being sick with flu. Want you to inform me of your Outer Wilds progress. I hope I didn't miss you beating it. Oh. Oh man. It's a shame that you had the flu. But I'm glad you're doing better. I did miss you a little bit. I will admit. But I hope work has been well as well. I know it can sometimes get tough. But my Outer Wilds progress. So, Outer Wilds. In the last few streams of Outer Wilds, we went to the Dark Bramble. I got scared shitless because of the anglerfish. It was bad. I hated it. And I still hate it. I still hate them. I hate them a lot. We found Feldspar, the guy who went missing in the Dark Bramble. What about this stream? Yeah. We found the guy who went missing in the Dark Bramble, and I found out from him about a way to get through the barrier in Giant Steep. Or I guess I didn't really find out from him. I ended up finding out on my own after I followed his clue and it led me nowhere. It's very pog of him. Then we somehow got to the observatory in Brittle Hollow, and there I found out how to get into through the current in Giant Steep. I went there, I died because I didn't know what to do there, and I just, like, ran into the middle of the planet and died from my ship exploding. Did you save the Sun Station, or is that the wrong game? No, you're thinking of the right game, but we didn't really do that. I still haven't really managed to do anything with the Sun Station. I've just been finding out how everything works. We also found out how the statue works, because we went to the... well, to the statue research station in Giant's Deep. And there we found out that they're using the black hole technology to send your memories back to the past. And we also found out that there's... so far we knew that two people were on a time loop, ourselves and Gabbro, which was the guy that's stuck in Giant's Deep. But now we also found out from looking at the active masks on the little weird hologram thing that there's a third person in the time loop. And now we just gotta find out where that is. We just gotta find out who that is. Additionally, we also went to the Quantum Moon. We got to the Quantum Moon. I actually got into it. And we found out that there's a lot we don't know. And we also found a dead body in there. Which is very Poggies. I love finding that, but without the royal stumble. And now we're just trying to figure out... well, we still have a lot to know. We're trying to figure out a lot of stuff. Mainly, how we need to find out who's the third person in the time loop. And how to get to the Sun Station. Because the current way to get there is broken. Which is through the Ash Twin Towers. It has been fascinating to learn of how, like, everything works, I will say. And the music has been really nice. We also found out, well, we didn't really find out, it's just something that I've been putting off, that there's more stuff to see in the Dark Bramble. And I really don't want to go back there, because, I mean, there's so many scary shit, dude, I don't wanna... have to be connected to a living thing. Are you sure you read it right? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. It just said that it was attuned... it needed to be attuned to a person? Or maybe I misread it. But it said that it could only be attuned... a statue could only be attuned to one thing at a time. And because of there's like 3 lit masks, which represent how many statues are active, it probably means that there's a third person. Or if it's not a person, then it could be the Sun Station. Maybe? But how would it work if it's not living? Because you're not really getting transferred back in time. Your memories are getting transferred, right? That's how they said it worked. So then how would that work? Also, German. I can't be German. Oh no. Oh dear. I've lost control of my poop again. Get back in the bucket. Have you found out your main goal yet? Maybe? It's still quite unclear. I do know that, like, the #1 thing is probably getting to the Sun Station. Because, like, there's a lot of text in many places that alludes to the idea that there's something in the Sun Station that, should it go wrong, will make everything die. Which is probably what's happening. So, like, my idea is we have to get to the Sun Station and somehow prevent that from happening. It's either that, or find out the whole truth and find a way to break out of the time loop and just die. So I don't fully understand what the Sandfill lab area even accomplished still. I guess what that... Oh, yeah, the black hole stuff. That just taught us that there's, like, a controllable delay between the time when something enters a black hole and something exits. Or I guess that really is badly explained. But basically, for an amount of time, before you would enter a black hole... Wait, no, I'm confusing myself trying to explain it. Well, yeah, but how does that help us? It's basically the same way that the statues work, I think? Maybe? Or it is influenced in some way? Because it... Wait. I'm explaining it to myself in my head, and I can't make it make sense. But I know how it makes sense, but I suck at explaining. So, basically, and it could be two places at once for a millisecond. Yes, but we also found out that they managed to stretch that millisecond out to 20 minutes. They wanted to harness that. Yeah, we found out that they managed to harness that and managed to extend it by up to like 20 to 30 minutes. Or something like that. Which is why my idea is that they use that technology to make the statues and somehow send your memories back in time when a catastrophic event occurs. Or something like that. I know the Quantum Moon's like path. The collection of notes mentions something about an eye of the universe. Any thoughts about that? Yeah, so they also... it's the whole thing about the eye of the universe. I still don't quite get it. But there are a lot of notes everywhere alluding to the idea that the eye of the universe either isn't real, it's either not real, or it doesn't want to be found, and it just sent out a signal for the hell of it. Probably the idea that's not real is fake. That I'm gonna say that straight out. It's probably real, but we don't know what it is. It's just like a thing that exists, and it sent out a signal, and the Nomai followed it. Then, when we went to the Hanging City, I actually got to, like, the actual part of the Hanging City. They had, like, a whole shrine that was talking about the Eye of the Universe, and they were asking, like, a bunch of questions, like, what is it? We don't know, basically. What we know is that we don't know what it is. But it sent out a signal, and we followed it because we want to know. The only problem is that in their pursuit of that knowledge, they all died because something happened and they all died. We also know that the Dark Bramble is slowly infecting other planets because it started infecting Timber Hearth, which is our home planet, because we found one of the seeds there that was able to transport our scout to where Feldspar was. So that's bad. There's like a virus that's infecting every planet. We also found a seed of the bramble in Giant Steep. And it also seems to be creating some sort of ice for some reason. Maybe because it's really cold? I don't know. But that ice seems to be, like, trapping creatures in it. We also found that ice in the Addle Rock, which I don't know what that means. Did you explore that thing above Giant Steep, the stations thing? Yeah, we explored the orbital probe cannon. Because we found what it was from a station in Giant Steep that said, hey, this thing is very unstable, so we shouldn't fire it. And yet, at the start of every single time loop, the station is being fired, and, you know, as was predicted, it breaks. It breaks down. The only thing we could see about that is that it got fired at the start of the time loop, which is something we know. Someone sent a signal to fire the orbital probe cannon at the start of the time loop. And the only other thing we know is that there is one of the modules, which is the probe tracking module, that is missing. So I feel like they fired it anyways. Yup, they sure did. The probe tracking module is missing conveniently, and we don't know where it is because it's already like farther from it than you can see. Like by the time it gets fired, that thing is already missing for some reason. So we don't know where it is. My guess is that it maybe has quantum properties, which would be really fucked up. But, you know, I don't really, like... Must be a reason why it's not there, dude. But yeah, we found out that the probe was fired. We don't know where it's being fired, but it's supposedly able to keep track of the Eye of the Universe or some shit. Right? Or maybe? What else? What else? We also found out that there's a lot of information we're missing about the quantum mechanics. Because we know about the thing that if you take a picture of a quantum object, it will stay there. That's how I managed to get into the quantum moon. Because it turns out that if you take a picture of the quantum moon will just stay there. And you can get into it like that. Where do you think the most likely place for it to have gone? It's probably in Giant Steep somewhere. Now, what would be really messed up is that it somehow got pulled under the current by the cyclone that pulls you under, and somehow reached the center of Giant Steep, which is somewhere I can't get to. It's either that, or it got pulled into the Dark Bramble somehow, which would be even more fucked up, because that means I gotta go in there, and I don't wanna. I'm scared. I don't want to go in there. I hate it. I hate the anglerfish. I hate deep-sea creatures. And having it be in space is just the worst. Gotta go, but might be back in like half an hour. Alright. See ya. It's most likely somewhere in Giant Steep, if I had to guess. Try to figure out how to enter the electric core. There has to be a way, right? But how... Oh... How would I do that? Okay, I have an idea, but, like, how would I do that? I'm gonna have to write it down so that I don't forget for next time. Because what we do know is that the jellyfish are really good for insulation. Now, my only issue is, how am I going to coat my ship in a jellyfish? The most likely answer is probably run one over with my ship, which has like a 50-50 chance to just make my reactor fail and explode. But I mean, I might as well try it. We do have infinite lives. That is an idea. Other than that, there's probably... Oh, I know what it is. I gotta go in the red area in Dark Bramble, because... Maybe. Because, like, whenever I approach the electric core, it shines red. It shines red. And the only other, like, red glow that I know is in the Dark Bramble. The only problem is that I did try to go there last stream, but I got, like, immediately eaten by an anglerfish because I don't know how to avoid them properly. Which is why I have to go to Ember Twin, because there's apparently research on how to avoid anglerfish there. but I don't know how to get to the fossil, so I have to find out how to do that too. There's just a lot of knowledge I'm missing, but I feel like I'm very close. Maybe you don't even need your ship. Also, maybe think about the anatomy of a jellyfish. The anatomy of a jellyfish. I guess. Maybe. If I could somehow find a way to coat myself with the insulating thing. Or I guess if I could push a jellyfish down with me, I would be able to avoid, you know. Didn't really think about it like that. If I could, like, coat myself with the jellyfish and push it down into the core, I could go down there and do a thing. And that would allow me to prack the probe, yes. Track the probe, and, do something with that information that I still don't know what. It's probably relevant. I'm going to guess that it is relevant, because if it wasn't relevant, then that would be really messed up. God, I hope it's relevant. Oh, come on. We also... What else did we learn? Outer Wilds. I went to the Black Hole Forge. There's where they talked about the whole... There they mostly just talked about how the teleporters work, which we already knew. But, I mean, that was nice to know, I guess. You don't watch what the jellyfish on the second layer. Did they not enter and exit the core? No, I did not see that. I did not see them do that. Because I did not see them do that, no. Maybe it might have been me not being observant enough. It very well could be. Oh no. Well, I guess this is happening now. Let's save my game. Just very quickly. What is that? I don't know, that looks kind of familiar. Gosh, gee willikers, that looks mighty familiar. You know, that looks pretty, you know. Pretty close to somewhere we know. Can't fucking hear that. Can't hear that at all. Well, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Don't even worry about it. What could happen? What is it gonna do? Kill me? Nah, they wouldn't. Why would it? What? I hear that. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Cannot see that image stream quality. Damn. Oh no. No boy. It's fine, don't worry, we'll get a closer look soon. I hear something really close. I gotta be careful because I'm not gonna be able to run soon. Well, this is why I should keep... Actually, no, wait, I do. I should, at least. Yeah. I'm not hungry. Fuck. Well, this is enough stamina. Do you hear that in the distance? It could either be certain death, or certain death. Or an egg, which is also certain death. Well, maybe not that certain, but still death. Hello? Hello? There you are. Well, that's not an egg. Oh boy. What are you? I feel like I've seen you before, actually. Oh, right. Oh, right. Wait. Hold on a minute. Oh! Whoa! Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, we gotta run to the water. Oh! Okay. Alright, we gotta go. The big rhombus is not friendly. Let's fucking leave. I probably should not be going out as much as I am with Yorbs present in the world. But oh well. So it goes every now and then. Beautiful. The Yorbs? Yes, Yorbs. So, you may notice that the nights are a lot more populated nowadays compared to other nights. Also, look at this. This is beautiful. It's great. This is a real game. This is a real-ass game. It is like a stolen game, but it's a real-ass game. Don't worry about that now. But so Yorbs. Yorbs are yellow orbs that float around and kill people. Or as I like to say, they give really strong hugs that also pull off your limbs. You can see them in the distance. That yellow light, that's a Yorb. It just floats around and it will kill me. It will pull off my limbs one by one and kill me. It's quite gruesome. Anyways, those came around like 2 nights ago, I think. And that little pillar over there that is no longer active, I don't know if you can see it because of the stream quality, but there's a pillar over there that used to have a sign warning me about them. So basically, going out at night is now dangerous because I run the risk of being chased down and killed by the Yorbs. And why did you get them? I didn't want them. I just got them. They're just here now. They're just kind of here. They just decided, hey, we're gonna be here now. And I'm like, okay. Fuck, bro. I guess. I had no say in the matter. But luckily, in a few days, we should get rescued well, not rescued, but they should... Something should come and deal with them. But until then, we have to be really careful and not go out at night. I mean, we still can. It's just mildly dangerous. Oh yeah, that signal's broken. Oh well. Why no refine the rhombus signal? Why no refine? Oh, because I thought there was something else being refined. But now we're refining it. Now I don't know if that was a rhombus signal, but there definitely was something that summoned the rhombus. That was a really hurtful rhombus. And I can supplement my lack of sleep with coffee chocolate. Almost like in real life. Okay, well. You should be able to see this one now. Maybe. That one is, that's a live recording. You can actually see me moving. That is mildly disturbing. I'm sure it's fine, though. I'm sure it's fine. Sure. Surely. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Probably. Probably. Well, I mean, we should be fine as long as we stay inside. They can get in if they want to, which is why I should probably lock my doors, but they won't get in. They simply won't get in. You're just like my classmate, who consumes 600 milligrams of caffeine per day. That's a lot. That is a lot of a chemical compound. But oh well. Probably not. Let's see. That was nothing. But I guess I will keep it. Now that I think about it, I didn't save the last signal. So I'll save this one. Live footage. What do we got? What's the rhombus signal say? Well, that is just about the most horrifying shit I could see. Thanks, Rhombus. Fucking hell. Alright. Jesus. That's horrifying. Also, I have grown my Bitcoin empire, and, you know, I've made 116 points. Hey, Turnover Blast, how you doing? But that should be enough. Because now I have enough money to buy 2 more accumulator batteries. Yes! Something tells me that that rhombus wants a big hug. I don't want to give it the big hug. It fired a laser at me and burned me alive. So I think I would rather not. Thank you very much, Mr. Rhombus. With all due respect, fuck off. Actually, with no respect, fuck you, sir. TTS stands for... He's just silly like that. Man, shut up. uh... Oh, man. But we should be fine. I mean, according to the radar, I also turned off the radar alarm because fuck that guy. He was making so much noise. It's just shy. You startled it. No! This thing isn't shy! Look at it! It's fucking stalking me, dude! It's looking at me from... It's looking at me from there! It's invisible! So messed up. Oh no! Cheesums. It is not shy, dude. It is anything but shy. Yeah, that's broken. These are all probably going to be broken. Right. Well, that's a full box. I can sell this. Take offense to that? How do you? Also, hi, Bluetooth Rocky. Want to touch those big-ass alien sexual No. Put my alien likage in defense. Fucking no! You don't get to do that. The aliens are creepy stalkers. You don't get to put your alien likage in play. That's an illegal play. Oh, I should probably listen to it. Your alien likage goes to the graveyard. That is my ruling. Alright, let's walk away from the creepy stalkers and actually make my... Oh, wait. Not yet walk away from the creepy stalkers. And momentarily... There we go. Now we do the thing. Small chance that refining signal is another face. I sure hope that is not true. We're now working at 100% efficiency. I am now polluting the environment at a 100% efficiency. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. Also, hey, no stalker signal this time. It's just space. It's just the emptiness of space. You know, sometimes that's all you need. Okay. Right. That's close enough. Alright. Let's hope it's not another toothy grin. Nope, just a broken signal. But it's still level 3, so it makes more money than a level 0. Even if the level 0 had more content. That's just how it is in life. Okay, so we also want to bake a cake, right? That's the other main goal. So we need a butter churn, milk, sugar, probably eggs. Still don't know where to get eggs, but I mean, I might find a chicken somewhere. You never know. You never know when you'll find a chicken in Area 51. What if one day alien chickens came to be? What do you think the eggs would taste like? And do you think we would eat the eggs? Who would volunteer to eat the alien egg? I actually wouldn't know, because I don't really eat eggs that often. I don't really remember the last time I just had like a straight up egg cooked in any way. I usually just eat rice and breaded meats. And sometimes vegetables. Well, let's see what we got. Oh boy. Do not look into the locker, huh? Should I look into the locker? Yes or no? Should I look into the locker? It's this locker. You gotta be quick with it, chat. It won't last forever. The game just gave me a very clear warning. I'm gonna look into the locker. I'm gonna look into that locker, baby. I'm gonna look at this shit. Well. Unreal Engine 4, fatal error. Not a wise choice. I won't say it was, but damn, if I wasn't intrigued, you gotta admit, what bigger mystery is there than opening the locker that the game tells you not to open?
Oh, fiddlesticks. What now?
Yeah, that's supposed to happen, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
I actually haven't
What now?
seen that event in a while, so I thought maybe it changed, but no. Whatever was there is something that we were not supposed to see. And so the game said you didn't see that. I think we might be able to do it again, but it is quite risky because every time the game crashes, you run the risk of corrupting your save file. Ow. My everything. The signal has turned into a potato. That is actually just a potato. Just got back from the restroom. Did I miss anything important? You missed the thing in the locker. The unknown, the proclaimed thing in the locker. Now we're about to listen to a potato in space. Let's see what the potato has to say. Now, hold up, I gotta listen to that again, because that potato was very quiet. That is an extremely quiet potato. And again, that wasn't really anything. So maybe if we process it, it will be something. Well, that was also nothing. What's this broken signal thing? Is that new? No, so that's a thing that will happen on certain event signals. So sometimes signals will be clear even if you don't process them. And so you'll be able to hear them fully at level 0. That's usually what happens for event signals. Now, you can always process them, because you can process any signal you get up to level 3. But what will sometimes happen is that those event signals don't have anything for level 3. So the signal will just break, and it will turn into just static. That doesn't mean anything. So they will lose all meaning. That doesn't happen for every event signal, but it happens for some of them. Like these ones just now. That you're meant to listen to them at level 0, and if you listen to them at level 3, it just kind of breaks and is unusable. It's still worth more, because it's a level 3 signal will always be worth more than a level 0 as when you sell it. But, you know, if you're going to listen to it, you should save it at level 0. Because you can't level down signals. Then what about level 1 and 2 of processing? Now that's where it gets fun. Because sometimes signals will only activate at levels 1 and 2 of processing. I'm very stupid, so I don't do that. But you can, if you want to, go through levels 1 and 2 before going straight to level 3, and see if there's anything special in levels 1 and 2. There usually isn't, but I do know that sometimes there is. It is a minority, though, of cases. Oh wait, I already did that. Also, hey buddy, go fix stuff. Stuff needs a fixin'. So, yeah, there's nothing here. We found out who the stalker was. The stalker was, I don't know, Unreal Engine 4. Because the game crashed while I did it. The stalker was the malware that's coming with this game. Disclaimer, I do not believe that there is malware in this game, and if you have malware in a copy of this game, then you got it from a shady place. That's what you get from downloading the game from somewhere other than itch or Steam. I don't know if it's on Steam. I do wonder if there's ever going to be a sus in my vents. There might be, there might not be. I did use the Amogus command like 50 times. But alas, no result. So wait, why did I wake up? I'm not full stamina. What? I heard that. I hear that rumbling in my right ear. What is it? I probably don't want to stick around and find out. There is a very high possibility that it's a Yorb, and if it's a Yorb, then I'm dead. Look, I don't think they can climb. There is a Yorb, I knew it. Thankfully, he can't go up slopes. I think. I'm really unsure. There's another one. It's daytime, you motherfuckers. Leave. Oh no. Well, well. Oh boy. He seems quite angry at the fact that I'm alive. They are all very close to my base, huh? There's 3 of them. I don't think I've ever seen 3 of them in the same place. Well, I mean, that one's kind of leaving. I guess. I kind of wish I could save. So I could save and then show you what they do. But you'll just have to believe me. They dismember you very painfully. I should be fine as long as they can't get out. I'm pretty sure this will be fixed, or this has been fixed in the latest version. So I know for a fact that I'm not playing on the latest version, because the latest version had a few bug fixes, and I just kind of forgot to update for like a few weeks now. For some reason, creatures can't go up river slopes. Welcome back. I was trying to sleep, but these motherfuckers are in my river. It's daytime, you should leave. That motherfucker. Yeah, well. Where's my Kerfoos, by the way? He should be back by now. Of course. Of course. You know what? I don't know why I even worried for like a few seconds. Oh, hey! Well, that's a different angle. That is certainly a different angle. Well, that's nice. I didn't know you had variables. It's Unreal Engine 4 spying on us again. It's getting ready to crash my game. yeah, wait, I forgot to reset my money machine. Oh well. Okay, that sounded really bassy, but I couldn't. Jesus. Oh man. I wonder what Potato Signal has to say. Potato! It broke! Why did the potato signal break? The fuck? This is the way you should check levels 1 and 2. Also, hey buddy, you did good. Pop up cat. Sometimes wonder, what if blood is the default flavor, but everyone says it's water because they're scared to admit they like the taste of blood, and so now everyone is inclined to think they dislike the taste of blood subconsciously. Well, 9 days until Watcher DLC releases. Yes, that is correct. Watcher DLC is coming out soon. It's very pog, and I'm gonna buy it immediately and play it day one. You can hear stuff, yeah. But the reason I feel like people usually dislike the taste of blood, despite that being like a weird discussion, but I'm gonna have it because fuck it, you know. I myself do dislike the taste of blood. I don't like the metallic taste that it has. But the reason I think most people do dislike it, including me, is because tasting blood is usually a bad omen. Well, not a bad omen, it just means you're dying, probably. Well, not that you're dying. You're not dying if you're tasting blood, but it means something is wrong. It's something that you should not be intaking. Because intaking blood is actually unhealthy. You should not drink blood. I don't remember the exact things that drinking blood does, but it is unhealthy. One should not be drinking blood. I mean, either human or animal. Because of, like, various reasons that I can't list out because I don't fucking know, man. I just know it's bad. I learned why at some point in my life. I remember distinctly that I knew why it was bad to intake blood, but I don't remember the exact reason anymore. Don't drink blood, yeah. Unless you're a vampire bat. Unless you're a vampire bat. That is true. Vampire bats actually need to drink blood. It is a necessity for them. I feel like, yeah, because if they don't drink blood within like 4 days, I think they die, right? Or they start like undergoing the process of dying. Just from malnourishment. Or something else. They do legitimately need blood. And that broke too. Stalker signal is so fucking delicate, bro. How does one become a vampire bat? Asking for a friend. All you have to do is go up to the big dark mansion on top of the hill and ask to see Nosferatu. Then Nosferatu will invite you to spend a night at his manor. And after you do, you'll become a ghoul. And, you know, that means you fail. You die. Game over. Motherfucker, I knew it. And I'll take us tired. Good night. Good night, Nitro. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the subs again. That was amazing. Sweet dreams, and good luck on whatever you might do tomorrow. Anything. Now, another way to become a vampire bat is to become the protagonist from Threads of Fate and kill a vampire bat. And if you don't know what Threads of Fate is, I mean, I can't really blame you. No one. It's a really obscure PS1 game. PS2 game? PS1, 2? I don't actually remember what console it's on. It's a very old action RPG, I think? Action RPG? Or maybe turn-based? I can't remember. I'm gonna play it one day on stream. I gotta. Because I remember I used to, like, go crazy because I couldn't remember the name of that game. Threads of Fate. I don't remember if it's good, but I do remember that I really liked it as a child because one of the protagonists could, like, shapeshift into monsters, and I found that ability so cool. Like, you would kill a monster, and then you would be able to become the monster. And that was, like, for, like, 6-year-old me, that was such an innovative ability that I was just like, there's no way, bro, this is the coolest thing ever. Oh my god! And, yeah. I don't know if it holds up to this day, though. I'd have to play it to really tell. I'm gonna have to replace this with something else for next time because I'm starting to get tired of looking at this thing. It's so bad. It does make me, like, crack a smile, but, like, holy shit, dude. How did they fuck up the title? I'm just in awe at that. That's, like, the thing that impresses me the most. How do you fuck up the word brave? It's there's just no way. There's just no way. And also, Brave Boy? What about this says Brave Boy? Like, yeah, I guess that is a brave boy. You could call Jackie Chan Pikachu a brave boy. What do you mean, brave is clearly stolen from the game, bro? True. You know what's so true? You know that movie Barv? About that princess who gets turned into a bear, and then her mom needs to rescue her by, I don't know, killing her father or some shit. I can't remember the actual plot of the movie Brave. Boy. It's just baffling. Like, goddamn bootleg games. There's probably more. There's probably even funnier things than this. I'm gonna have to, like, look at stuff. I could do that one day. Like, literally loved her so much she died. That she, like, loved her to death and that made her human or something? That's crazy. Is that what it actually is? All I remember is that, like, the mom gets turned into a bear, and then the girl goes to a witch, and then the mom stops being a bear after she dies or something, and then everyone is happy. That's all of my recollection from the movie Brave. I haven't seen the movie in, like, 9 years. It actually, is that even true? Did it come out more than 9 years ago? I haven't seen it in a long time. Fairy tales are odd. Is Brave a fairy tale? Is Brave a fairy tale? Okay, what makes a fairy tale a fairy tale? There has to be some sort of desire that the character has, which I guess in Brave is the desire to, like, decide her own future. Because she, like, the whole thing about Brave is that Marilda or Matilda or Bichilda, I don't fucking know. She didn't want to get an arranged marriage because, I mean, no one would want to because fuck that shit sucks. But, and she wanted like more freedom to do what she does. Meredith, that one. That's probably the name. So that is her desire. Then, in a fairy tale, when that happens, what happens? So the protagonist probably seeks aid from a source that is usually untrustworthy. In this case, she went to like a witch or something, right? To like get a potion to do something or get a spell that would let her be free. She went to someone untrustworthy for help. Then the character enjoys their desire, but realizes that they sacrificed something greater for it. Then they realize their mistake, and fairy tales can go either one of two ways here. They either learn from their mistake and somehow fix it, or they learn from their mistake, but everything goes to shit and everyone dies. Yoan starts writing this down on Notepad as if it was a court argument. Well, that's bad, because what I just said is probably very extremist. Usually fairy tales also have like a sort of like message that they want to convey. But I guess that goes for many children's stories. That doesn't really have to go for fairy tales. Although I guess most fairy tales do have like a message to convey. I do remember that in like, I used to have a book of fairy tales of like, supposedly remasters of the original fairy tales made by the Grimm brothers. I don't know how true that was. I'm not entirely sure. What does hints and tips do? Oh, you see the shiny button. It gives you hints and tips over many things. How to get eggs. Oh! Well, that would be nice to have. Need to make a nest. Craft a bundle of hay. It's so flashy. It sure is. Probably because they want you to use it. Giant centipede will not leave my base. Well, I feel like if you did that on purpose, you should probably deserve Wolfgang being stuck in the base. But oh well. Enough spoiling ourselves. Oh shit, it's 1 a.m. Yeah. XBO TV stream needs to be baking a cake for real. We do. We're gonna need to get eggs. I'm gonna have to find out how to craft a bundle of hay. Probably with, like, leaves and sticks. Can't really gather leaves, but I can gather sticks. I'm just gonna need to find out how many sticks I need. But that will be it for today's stream. It is now 1 a.m. I gotta go to sleep urgently. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for sticking around. Remember, don't drink blood. Blood's bad for you. And also, what's the other moral of this story? I can't remember. There was something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. But yeah, as always, have a good rest of your day. Good luck on anything you might be working on, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one, and bye-bye. Don't do something bears. Yeah. Don't fuck bears. Probably shouldn't need to say that. Anyways, bye.